Does your mom know you're watching this show? Oh, welcome everyone to season 2 of the Friday Night BS show. You saw at the end of that, this podcast is rated R, giving you guys one more heads up so you can leave now if you need to. We got some fun topics tonight. Our weird news, which caught my eye because the clickbait article caught my eye. I divorced my husband in 24 hours after marrying him. His prank embarrassed me. We'll go into that one. There had to have been more into than just the prank to get a divorce. That's all I'm saying. Our topics tonight: dating trends for 2023, and I found rules. Rules. There are rules, Deana. There are rules to dating.
There are rules.
There are rules. Damn it. Who knew, right? Who knew?
To make it more complicated.
Yeah. Then Deana's got I don't know, an 83-year-old Cougar Lady. She's out on the bout.
She's my new spirit animal. I love this woman.
All I know is when I said 83-year-old Cougar, Kevin looked up right away. So I'm now a little bit worried. He's like,
you should
what?
be. You should be.
You should be worried. She's amazing.
He popped up real quick. His eyes lit up. I got worried. I was assuming that was going to be Bruce getting exciting for the 83-year-old Cougar Lady, but no. And then we have something new to the show. We've got would you rather questions. So I, in the tradition of where I learned about would you rather, and it became part of pop culture. And everybody that has watched the Family Guy knows that that's kind of where it kind of got to become kind of more so pop culture, right? It got part of our culture, the would you rathers from Family Guy. So I'm going to throw one out from there, and then Deana, I think Deana's got one, right, Deana?
I do have at least one or two.
All right, Kevin, do you think you got one? You think you could put one together before we start up?
Oh, maybe.
All right. Bruce, I don't know. Could you put a would you rather scenario together before the end of the
I might think of something.
Yeah, make them gross. All right.
Yep.
And then the last one, I'm not sure if we'll get to this. I'm going to start saying that now from now on when we start our shows, because sometimes, yes, we don't get to the last topic. So, and then I feel bad, like, oh shit, we didn't touch on that one. But 8 total valid reasons not to never get married. Not to never get married. Right.
That's a double negative.
That's the way the headline was written.
Yeah. 8 reasons to not get married. Don't ever get married. Also, don't ever get old. But you can only help one of those things.
Hey, Bruce got the best advice from his accountant on why he should never get married, right, Bruce? Would you like to share the wisdom that your accountant told you?
Well, there's 3 things to screw up my retirement. 1, I die. 2, I get married. 3, I find a girlfriend that likes to spend my money.
There you go. So, Bruce, you'll fit right into the 8 total valid reasons.
Those are the 3 rules of getting old and single.
Yeah.
Just wear holy jeans to all your dates. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Skinny pants.
Yeah.
Skinny jeans.
Skinny pants. There you go.
With big holes in the knees. So you look kind of like it's on purpose, or can he afford it?
Oh, just roll with the corduroy patches.
Oh, there you go. Or even corduroys, period.
Yeah.
Corduroys.
Hey, corduroys are back.
From a mile away.
They should have stayed gone.
Yeah, they're back. Go ahead, Deana.
Remember my corduroy pants, Kevin, that I had in high school? Nobody ever let me live that shit down. Deana, I can hear you coming from a mile away.
Yeah.
I think I do remember.
They were corduroy fat pants.
That's right.
Very proud of them.
I can't believe you'd willingly bring it back up.
Yeah, you let the world know.
Hey, we all gotta have our shame moment. It's fine.
Oh man, I like.
I was alive. It was fine.
I have a decade of photos that I hide from my children because they're never going to see what Dad looked like in the 70s and what Dad wore as a child in the 70s. There is no way I'm sharing those fucking photos. There was a lot
John,
of
you've given me a new life
involved.
mission.
Oh no, you ain't gonna find those on the internet. You ain't finding those on the internet. There was a lot of
You know, you know it's bad. I had a graduation picture from when I graduated the apprenticeship. So it's a group picture of our class, right? And I saw the picture because the union put it up on the website, and it was so bad I couldn't pick myself out of the picture.
That's bad.
That's
That is
amazing.
It is amazing.
well, well, that would have been 70s, right? Or what was it?
That was
Late 70s, early 80s.
79, 80, 82.
Yeah, everyone had that same haircut, that same style, that same look. Yeah,
Yeah, I was just like, man, this is my class. I recognize the guys. Where am I?
yeah,
Oh, shoot, I guess that's me there in this. Yeah, I didn't recognize myself.
yeah.
So everyone
Yeah.
has the feathered bit right here, the big
They had the
bush
lo-
bit.
I had cut my hair. I had finally got out of the. I'm married. I have a kid. I have to cut my hair and look responsible now. So
yeah, because everyone had the part, right? The part long. Yeah, that was like the look. I had a very weird transition because I grew up on the East Coast and I went to Catholic school. So I grew up wearing dress pants, dress shoes, black socks, white dress shirt, tie to school every day. So when we came here, it was like, what? I can wear whatever I want to school? I was like, what the hell? That first day, I swear to God, I felt like a girl. I had shit all laid out on the bed. I was like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to wear? It's the first day of school, baby.
Man, I went to Catholic school. It wasn't that bad when I went.
Oh yeah, see, yeah, the Catholic school over here, you guys here on the West Coast Catholic school, because the kid next door went to Catholic, and they wore brown or tacky pants, but still the white.
Hey, tacky or khaki?
Funnily
Yeah, I
enough,
don't
we
know,
wore corduroy pants.
corduroys, and
See? You
a
can't
polo,
sneak up on people.
yeah, and a polo shirt. So that was a lot better than what we
Yeah,
wore on the
yeah.
East Coast. Yeah, you guys had a different dress code, but when I came here and we went to regular school, that first day I just had shit laid out on the bed. All right, man, what t-shirt, what shoes am I gonna wear? I gotta pick my socks out. I was fucking girl. I was like, girl.
Girl, please.
Oh, girl, what you doing, girl? All right. Let me get this started. We're going to start off with our weird news for the night, the weird news of the week, I should say. Let me open this up. And this was hilarious. I mean, seriously, I think there was more involved in this. A woman has been praised. She was praised on Reddit, which it just tells me how bad society has gotten. She was praised for divorcing her husband just 24 hours after saying her wedding vows because she didn't respect his because she or he sorry, because he didn't respect her boundaries. It says the 27-year-old explained how she's been in a relationship with her now ex-husband for 3 years, 3 years, before happily accepting his proposal. Uh, in the run up to their wedding day, she pleaded with him not to smash their $500 wedding cake in her face. Okay,
Wow.
this is tradition. I mean, I did it. Even my parents did it on their anniversary. Bruce, did you smash a little cake in your wife's face on her
yeah, I
wedding?
mean, I did the it was cut and I did the slice on the plate rather than the whole face in the cake type stuff. So where you're
Yeah,
supposed to when you feed each other a piece of cake and you just
yeah,
yeah
smashed it.
that I didn't do like face in the cake. No.
Yeah, I didn't smash it in her face, but I did the same thing.
Yeah.
We cut a slice, took a piece,
Right.
took a bite out of each other's, then kind of put it in each other's face. She didn't like that. She didn't like that. It said when it's well, okay, in her face. It said Reddit. Let me make sure I get this right because I don't want to screw this. I have never have known him to be. She's saying he's selfish and occasionally immature. You fucking said yes to him. You were with this guy 3 years, and you knew what kind of a person he is. You knew that possibly this was going to happen. I'm going to say she's probably 70, 30, knew that he was going to do this. When you guys say
Oh yeah, the odds are against her. Yeah.
Bruce,
Yeah,
odds are against her.
Yep.
I'm with Bruce on that one.
Yep.
All right, and then she throws in this story. It says the problem arose when these stupid cake smashing videos got popular, and my husband thought they were hilarious. I never thought that they were funny, and he knew that. He knew that, she says. Yet he was always showing me the videos of those poor wives getting the happiest day of their lives ruined. Ruined. I don't know about ruined.
Ruined.
Yeah, ruined by ready their asshole partners for some cheap laugh.
Wow.
He also knows that I have history. She has a history with
History.
cakes.
Has your face been smothered? And did you drown by cake once before?
She said she went on to explain how her mom ruined her 17th birthday by smashing a cake in her face, slicing her forehead open with an I guess one of the decors on the cake is cut her. So my family
So
does the
her mom accidentally cut a cake and surprised her, and now she's forever afraid of cakes.
yeah, she's afraid of cake, baby. She's afraid of cake. Yeah, so this happened on her 17th birthday and she cut herself. So she told her husband this story. So he knew that the story was coming up. She promised that I trusted him. I trusted her. I had my hair and makeup done all nice. Oh, she's talking about the birthday thing, blah, blah, blah. She had her hair done. It was all, she's saying how pretty she looked and everything. And she was so mad that her mother smashed her head into the cake and cut her forehead. And enough to go to the hospital. Enough, she says. Yeah, not enough. Sorry, not enough to go to the hospital, but enough for me to sustain some bleeding. My birthday was ruined, and after I would come out of my room, my mom still calls me a brat for that. So she's had some history with cake smashing. All right, I'm going to ask Kevin. Kevin, your wife says this is a special moment. Let's not do this cake smashing thing. What are you doing? Are you still doing it? Are you going to try to talk her into it? What are you going to do? Or are you just going to smash the cake in her face?
I'll try to talk her into it, but if she really is against it, I'm not going to start trouble on the on the wedding night. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Brucey.
Well, I mean, yeah, you got to kind of. I mean, tradition is tradition. You come up with something different.
That's what I was gonna. And now I'm gonna ask Deana because I know firsthand, and so does Bruce. I don't think Kevin's been in the marriage situation. We know the stress that you guys are in on that day. I did my best to stay the fuck out of her way.
Bridezilla.
I don't know. I've never been bridezilla. I've had a groomzilla. That's been an experience in my lifetime. I feel like if you can't have a sense of humor, then why are you marrying this person? That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah,
Well,
but if you're gonna get like uppity about that, and you're already gonna represent the fact that you've had prior trauma to having cake, like you got to respect that.
That's fair, but cake trauma, really? Cake trauma?
Yeah, I mean, I like Bruce's
It
idea.
was the saddest, most delicious moment of my life.
Yeah. I mean, I like what Bruce brought up. Compromise. All right, well, let's not smash the cake in her face, but this is some sort of a tradition. It's been done for who knows how long they've been smashing cakes forever. Try to come up with something. All right, just let's do it. Maybe put a little bit on my nose. Take some something so the picture can be taken.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't smash it all over my wife's face. I just kind of crammed it into her mouth a little bit,
Yeah,
and she did the same to me. It was simultaneously,
Yeah,
So
I kind of just rubbed it a little bit.
A napkin took care of it. It was not a big deal.
Yeah, I rubbed a little bit on her face,
Yeah.
but my wife, her German instincts kicked in, and then she just kind of smashed it in my face. I mean, just kind of, I was like, what the fuck? It's not competition.
Revenge!
I'm going to get you pregnant tonight. You watch.
You bet
Payback.
And he did.
I did get her pregnant that night. We had a honeymoon baby.
It pretty much happened on my story too. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would be respectful for her. I mean, if she shared that whole fucking story about bleeding on a fucking birthday cake at 17 and all that stuff, but I'm assuming there was more to it. I mean, are you the Deana? I'm going to go with you. You're the female of this group. You just told
Right.
him
Yeah.
this. You just told him this, okay? And he smashes that cake in your face anyway. Are you fucking divorcing him?
I wouldn't divorce him. I'd be like, you know what? You told him that information right before. You legit just gave him ammunition to mess with you. That's where my mind is.
Uh,
Don't do that. Don't do what?
yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it had to be some stuff, other stuff. Maybe he is a practical joker, and she's had enough, and that was the final straw.
Maybe.
I mean, what do you think, Kevin? Could you think that's the scenario?
I mean, I think because I read this story like 2 weeks ago on Reddit, and
Oh,
like
dude.
this woman had told this guy about her issues with the cake long before their wedding was coming.
Yeah.
Like he knew not to do it, and he's like, yeah, nah, fuck that, I'm gonna do it anyways. Like
It's a test now.
I don't think divorce was the right option, but oh my god. I'd be pissed too. Like if I have something that I really, really don't want on my wedding and you do it, I'm gonna be mad.
I mean, Bruce, you remember, man, we just did whatever they wanted that day. I stayed the fuck out of everything. I didn't touch nothing. I didn't move anything. If I thought something didn't look good on the tables, I didn't say a damn word, man. I didn't say a damn word.
All my job was to show up.
Just show up and say I do, bitch.
Yep.
That's it. Oh, but she said she was outraged. The woman stormed out of her own wedding, called an Uber. I like that. I can see the
Call
Uber
an
driver.
Uber.
I can see the Uber driver like, what the fuck? I wonder if
Well,
she even changed. You think
I
she
mean,
changed?
the problem is here now. She's totally embarrassed herself.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think
Yep.
it's kind of went from him being embarrassed to her, kind of embarrassing herself. But I
Yep.
could just picture the Uber driver like pull up, just
Hey, lady, you know you got cake on your face.
I mean, I was gonna say, you know how she feels about cake, right? She's changed for sure.
Is it cake or is it cocky?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have been the Uber driver to ask her, would you like a piece of cake?
Can I take you somewhere for dessert, ma'am?
Yeah.
Oh, what did Mark write here? Thanks, maybe not to. Oh, see, it's not a. It's kind of a thing, I guess. I
Yeah.
still did it. She was mad hours. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I know they spend a lot of time doing their makeup and getting their hair done, and they don't want to get nothing on the dress, and I get it. I mean, stuff's expensive. That day is supposed to be their day. You're not supposed to screw it up, but
It's not a cheap day.
Right.
go ahead.
That's
Kevin.
why I feel the way I do about it, because it's like, just let the woman have what she wants on her one day.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a thing. It's a couple day. Don't make it.
But it's not.
her day.
We all know it's really not.
Look, as someone who's been with a groomzilla, it's supposed to be your day, not his day, not her day. Your day.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. Yeah, no, granted, and I'll be honest, there are some guys that are heavily involved in the preparation of the wedding. I know
Unfortunately, yes.
there are some, and there are some that are just like, basically like my ex-wife. I mean, basically, she said, take care of the stuff that you need to take care of with the guys. So make sure that. So basically, my only job was to make sure alcohol was available at the party, and it was an open bar. I made sure that the guys they all got sized and the tuxes were ready. And I made sure that I had a bachelor party, but she broke it up because I wasn't supposed to have girls there. And then a girl showed up and she is having her bridal shower, and they were all standing outside the window looking into the house and saw that there was a girl and started a big fight. Almost didn't get married because of that.
Wow.
Oh, honey.
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah. See, I didn't have the big wedding because her family didn't have a lot of money, and I wasn't. They were going to take out a
You were
loan
new.
and pay
Yeah.
for all that crap, and I said, no, I can't. I can't have you guys do that. So I paid for our wedding. So we had a family only. I got married in Carmel. I rented the gazebo at on one of the resorts there on the cliff. So I paid for that. My dad bought the the family dinner, and then we stayed in a cheap hotel for 3 days. It was our honeymoon, and then I had to go back to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I
but we didn't drive our family into $30,000 in debt either. So
right, right.
That's
I
always a
did the
plus.
same thing.
Right.
Uh, just before our wedding, maybe a couple weeks before our wedding, I got laid off. So here we are. I'm going into a wedding, laid off, and then I get a job 3 days before my wedding. So I had to tell the guy, "Yeah, I'll come in on Monday," and that was it. No honeymoon because it was just like married Saturday,
Right.
Sunday. Sunday went kind of fucked around, did a few things. Monday got up and went to work.
yeah, I called my boss because I was an apprentice. Says, hey, I need Monday off because I'm getting married on Saturday. And he goes, you can't have Monday off. I need you here. I'm getting married Saturday. I think I need a couple days off. Kind of a
No.
honeymoon thing. Yeah, he was pissed. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm assuming there was more to it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I just don't feel like that was enough for you to call off your wedding to someone you've been with for
Right.
3 years.
yeah. There was more baggage behind that.
There's something. He must
Yeah,
be like the king of pranksters. I mean, this
yeah.
is.
Cold
I
feet.
picture. Yeah, Dean. I picture this guy like the guy that waits for you to get in the shower and comes in there with a bucket of ice water and throws it in there.
I'm not friends with that guy. That guy can go to hell.
Yeah.
But
But
Oh, so
but
so
I
that's your
think
divorce move.
you think after 3 years though she'd really
That's
have
all
a
it takes.
clue,
That's all I got to do.
what was that, Bruce?
After 3 years, you think she'd have a clue what he was capable of though?
Yeah, I mean, if he's a prankster, you got to know that in 3 years. I mean,
Yeah,
fuck.
You
But
know
again,
that. That's not new information at 3 years.
uh,
yeah.
and
Yeah, but people are idiots.
yeah, people are idiots.
Also true.
And I'm trying to think. We'll get out of this story here in a second, but I'm trying to think. When was the cake part? That's pretty much towards the end of the wedding, the ceremony, isn't it? Or
It's
the
like
reception?
halfway, isn't
It
it?
depends on the ceremony. Everybody does something different these days.
Yeah, it's
It's
usually
definitely
let's.
it's definitely
Yeah.
after the vows.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Oh,
it's after
yeah.
that. Let's have cake and then get married.
Right?
Maybe they should have did
Cake
that
of
first.
death.
It's got on cake.
Maybe you should have
Yeah,
done it that way first.
yeah. I'm wondering, when it took place during the bridal party or whatever you want to call it, the reception, and how much alcohol was in this dude when he did it. Because I'm thinking alcohol was involved as well when he did this.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, there might be a reason. There might be a reason that her mom pushed her face in the cake too. Maybe she was
Did
being a 17-year-old brat at her birthday party.
uh,
Her mom had
It's
enough.
from the
Said,
wedding, I
"Said,
can
your
guess
face is
maybe.
going in the cake, kid."
Right? I had to pay for this hall and that hall.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Let me read this last part and we'll get out of here. I told him he shouldn't be saying that he's sorry that it took it away. He took that away. He should be apologizing for hurting me. Where is the I'm sorry? I told him I got to blow this up. He hasn't apologized with any accountability once. All he's apologized is all his apologies have been backhanded. So he must be a dick.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
it.
I mean, well, at least she could in 24 hours. I think she qualifies for an annulment. They didn't.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Well,
Sure.
it used to be up to a year, but
Well, it's yeah, and if you don't, I think if you have sex, it's done, right? If you
Who's proving that though? Come on.
we were looking that up on the internet to see if that
We
was
were in
or
your room. We
if we
knew
were
you violated the policy.
hey, back
whether
in the
whether consummation had to happen for the marriage to be legal or not. And I thought we read that it didn't.
well, I don't know, man, because like you remember the kings and the queens back then, they would all sit in a room and watch it. like the queen have sex with the king so they can prove that the marriage was constipated. The marriage was constipated.
The marriage wouldn't poop.
Yeah, the marriage. He went in the wrong hole.
It just
Wrong
wouldn't
hole, wrong
poop to
hole.
save its life.
It was bloated and full of shit.
It was brown, I tell you. It was brown. I could see the mother in the background. Wrong hole, son. Wrong hole, son.
You have to thrust harder.
Why is she hurting?
Inches farther south.
Well, good luck to her. Hope I don't know. The next guy better be goddamn careful and listen to whatever she says because it could get she
Might
can't
have
get
to just skip the cake at the wedding, you know.
Yeah, maybe they'll just have pie.
Yeah, no cake. The next wedding, she'll have no cake. That'll be hilarious. Everyone will be like, I hope there's no cake at this wedding this year.
They just tell everyone they had punch and pie.
On the invite, it's going to be like, this is a cake-free wedding.
All right, who's late, but I'm here.
Cake-free wedding. There will be no cake. And please do not bring any cake.
Do not bring cake. Just eat the friggin' cake. Just eat the provided goddamn cake.
Oh, good luck.
Honest right now.
Good luck to her. Hopefully she finds what she needs in life. But thank you for the weird news because it was perfect.
And I'm sorry it's at your plate.
Yeah, I would not. That's a guy. Just before we go, it's got to be embarrassing for the guy, though, don't you think? I mean, the guy it's Sarah.
It's Sarah.
It can't be
Oh my
a
God.
positive thing.
How about the parents of the bride? Like that.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
Oh,
I forgot all about them. Fuck, they paid for it.
hell yeah, they'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, really? The fucking cake again?
The mom.
with the cake.
I bet you the mom of the bride said, "Hey, do it."
Yeah. It would have been classic if the mom would have went running after her and said, "It's okay, you're not bleeding this time, honey.
Yeah, you're good.
No blood, no foul." Oh shit!
Walk it off. Walk it off.
Yeah. We'll go into this next one here, guys. Let me make sure I got this right. Dating trends for 2023, and I thought we would start with the rules, right? We'll start with rules, right? We got to start with the rules.
Let me write this down, John.
Yeah, let me get a notebook. Hold on.
Get a notepad out here, John.
Everybody, write these down.
Write these down.
Write these down because
Well,
these
at
are
least us single people, anyways, right?
Yeah, single people, write these down. If someone says they aren't ready for a relationship, believe them. That's rule number one. If someone says they don't want something serious, believe them. If someone says they just want to go with the flow, believe them. They just keep going.
Is that the same? Maybe the same answer, 10 questions.
What's that?
Is that going to same answer for all 8 questions?
Well, this is no. This is all part of one. This is all part of rule number one. Stop relying on signs. Remember that one. That they want to commit because these are merely distracting you from what has already been communicated. Sorry. So rule number one is what? Bruce?
Believe them.
If someone says they ain't ready for a relationship, I mean, that's rule number one. I mean, that's number one conversation, right? I mean, you meet somebody for the first time. I mean, that's got to come up, right, Deana?
Yeah, I mean, if they're not bringing that
eventually.
up, that's even more reason for pause.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that's a thing.
I know that guy up top to the right. That's like the first sentence out of his mouth when he meets somebody.
At least I'm honest.
No, that's you're following it. I mean, are you that way as well, Kevin? I mean, is that like if when you're meeting somebody, hey, I'm not looking for the next Mrs. Kevin.
Oh yeah, you got to be upfront with that stuff. That's I don't know how to have a conversation with somebody 101, I guess.
Yeah. Dating does suck. Believe me, it does suck. But we're going to help you, Sarah. Follow these rules. Follow these rules tonight, Sarah, and I think things will get better for you.
Follow this simple 137-step plan. We'll sort you out.
Yeah.
Sorry. Dating
Believe
is
them.
hopeless. Just don't date. Things will happen as they're meant
I'm
to
with
happen.
Deana. I'm with Deana on this one.
Just don't date. Mm-mm.
Maybe it's just a Midwest thing, Deana. Maybe dating's better somewhere else.
Maybe.
No.
I haven't found that place yet. And when
No. No, 'cause
I'm
we got
not
more
gonna
crazies. We got more crazies out here in California.
That's
See,
fair.
then why do I want to come to California again?
Yeah, not for dating.
Because the weather's nice.
Yeah, I think it's
Yes.
typical everywhere, though. I mean, I mean,
It really is.
I mean,
it's a hot
there might
mess
be a
everywhere.
little bit of a difference of the way
Oh, I
certain
was thinking
people
about
treat
moving
each
to
other.
Tennessee. That blew my thing out.
Yeah, go to Tennessee. Get
No, it says right here.
ridiculous.
Tennessee is no go too.
Yeah,
I've driven through
that's,
Tennessee.
Mm.
yeah.
That's about as
Mm-mm.
much as I want to spend my time there.
Cross
You
that
look
off my
like a
list.
10. I know. What's the Tennessee joke, guys? You're the only 10 I
Oh,
see.
see.
No.
That joke
Oh,
should stay in
God.
1983 where it was born.
Yep.
You're the only 10 I
83.
see.
That's probably from like 76, really.
Yeah, that's an old one. I mean, I think it's the same all the way across the board. I think the only part of it that kind of changes a little bit is smaller communities. I think the women that live in San Francisco or the guys that live in San Francisco, and the same thing on the East Coast in New York, I think it's the same attitude. I mean, it's such a big block of people to decide from.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah, when you say you're Midwesterners, your smaller town scenarios, I think women and guys are a little bit more polite than, say, the guy from New York or the lady from New York City. You're more likely to be a little nicer. I mean, she'll let you down nicely.
I must not be far enough away from Chicago then.
You're not close
Number,
enough to Wisconsin. In Wisconsin, everyone's so
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. There's other things about them I don't like, though.
Wisconsinite?
Yeah.
well,
Is it because you hate Green Bay?
It's them
It's
cheese
okay.
heads they wear, you know?
Sarah, I'm going to give you some advice, Sarah. The problem that you're running into, Sarah, is you're in the military. You're not just trying to date a guy from Tennessee. You're dating guys from all over the country. I mean, that's the problem. If you're trying to date, if you're trying to date within the barracks, you're in trouble because you got guys from Oregon, you got guys from California, you got guys from New York, you got guys all over the place. Maybe go into town and try to find someone. Don't date a barracks guy.
Yeah, stay off the bases.
If you're a sports fan, stay true to your sport. Stay true to your team, because if you travel, that ain't going to be the case.
Yeah.
You got to have your integrity.
Yeah.
Go Packers.
Go
Oh my God.
Go Packers.
I love how
Traitor
nothing. Bears suck.
So is
No.
this
They're
Sarah
terrible. They're terrible.
Sarah doing all of Facebook, or there's another Facebook user?
I don't know. Dina's in control of that. Number 2.
Oh shit! I do have control of that. I have a broken screen right now. All right.
All right, don't worry
Deana,
about
lay
it.
off the devil's lettuce.
Yes. No gummies.
Don't
No
be
gummies.
judging me.
No gummies. No gummies tonight. That is Sarah and April. April's the one that wrote
Thank you.
when he's saying he wants. That's April.
Okay,
Hello,
that's April,
April.
and then Sarah's.
I
It's the
have
same
this
in
screen
town.
share.
Okay.
Yeah,
my
it's the
phone.
same in town. Number 2, say what you actually want, not what you think you should want. That's number 2. Stop pretending you're
Lord.
cool.
Are all these
Yeah,
rules just going to
a
be like,
people pleaser.
don't be a dick?
Don't be a dick.
Don't
Y'all-
be a dick. Don't
Be
a
honest.
people pleaser.
I guess we just got to tell the truth, really, huh? That's it.
It's
Huh?
just these rules just apply to guys. Don't be a dick.
Don't think with it either.
Yeah, it's
The little brain versus the big brain.
yeah. He loses every time. Stop
It's a
pretending
constant struggle, but you got to try.
That little one is so much smarter.
Well, all right. Most of the time, yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
It says stop pretending you're cool with casual. If you are looking for something serious, stop avoiding, speak up for what you need because you think this will make you more chill. Be thoughtful and watch your dating life improve as a result. So they're saying if we follow that rule, it's going to improve it, which I get. You know, I can't think of like any date where I thought I had to be cool. I go, that's kind of like a fucking high school thing.
How old were these people writing this
Right?
thing?
Am I right, Kevin? Did you
Yeah.
ever go on a date where you felt like you had to be cool other than the time you were in fucking 8th grade?
No, God, no.
No.
First of all, I was way too nervous to think about being fucking cool. And second of all, like, no, I'm worried about talking to somebody and starting a conversation and getting
Yeah.
to know them.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I didn't think about being cool in high school because then you're like, oh, I got to have this certain jean jacket. I'm talking 80s now. Jean jackets were in. Fuck you people out there. You know,
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, the good old Canadian
Oh,
tuxedo.
yeah. Don't worry about it. You haven't seen me type. I could type 100 words a minute, and
But you can't read any of them.
Can't read any of it. Number 3, stop romanticizing. Raise your standards and expect more from people you date. I like that. I like that. Dina, you okay with that one? Dina left.
Sorry, I hit the wrong
raise-
button so I could unmute myself. Yes, that's a brilliant idea.
Raise the bar. Keep that
Raise your
bar up.
bar. Raise your bar. Kevin, you cool with that one?
I am.
Yeah. And you, I'm assuming, Bruce, you don't care as long as she brings an overnight bag and she leaves in the morning.
I used to be
As
pretty
long
good.
as she
at the
shows up
limbo,
with her
man.
own toothbrush.
Yep. No, I have those.
He has extras.
I have a drawer full of those, so yeah, I'm good. They get to go home with a goodie bag.
Okay, romanticizing. I mean, there are some people that are like that, though. I mean, where they're on that first date and they're already fucking picturing, the fucking wedding and the honeymoon and the 3 kids and the big house and the 2 cars. That's scary. Have you ever
Boy.
been? Have you
No.
been? No.
No.
Well,
Yeah, 'cause
we're
with the babies, no. The babies are a no.
yeah.
I mean, I'm definitely that guy, but I'm thinking much shorter term.
Yeah. Is she gonna? Are we going to bed tonight? Am I gonna ask that?
Kevin's got that 3-hour
tomorrow.
window. That
I'll take-
really little window, 3 hours.
I'm with
That's right.
I'm
That's
with
right.
Kevin. I got 3 hours, man. I'm selling that fucking beat up Honda, that 97 Honda. The window handle's broke, but she still goes up and down, baby.
She still goes up and down.
And then she goes, "Fuck, you still own a car with a window handle?" Yeah, those.
Down.
Yeah, I mean, I would be scary to be a woman and then just to have that conversation where you go on even a couple dates and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, you look like you got good birthing hips." If I was a woman, dude,
Who the fuck says that?
God, don't say it that way at the very least. You got some real nice birthing hips there, man.
you got some nice birthing
Dear
hips there.
Lord, there's no nice way to say that, but you know what? Us women have had problems forever.
All right, though.
I don't feel sad for you.
But I'm gonna switch it up a little bit different. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit different now because we're at an age where we shouldn't even be thinking about pumping out kids like that. But when you're in your 20s, you're in your 20s or your 30s for a guy, it's kind of our thing, right, guys? I mean, we want a boy, we want a son, so we're looking for somebody that's gonna, give us that, Bruce, am I lying? Is it just our generation, Bruce?
It's the Chinese Revolution, but in internet terms.
All right, Bruce, is that just our generation where it was just? I'm assuming Kevin runs into that a little bit, don't you, Kevin? Too. I mean,
I
weren't you
never
at a
wanted
certain?
kids.
Oh, you
Never
didn't want
wanted
any
kids.
kids.
I got one and done.
One and done. You were one and
Mhm.
done.
Yeah.
I have two. You want one?
No.
Hey, Bruce got extra room. He'll get that boy
No,
straightened
no,
out.
I have a 1-bedroom house and a 1-car garage,
the other
1
room
bathroom.
is his dungeon. The
I
other
got
room is
1
his
bedroom, 1
dungeon.
bathroom, 1-car garage. Yeah.
So I look pretty healthy. I could. Oh,
Pump
see,
out some
see,
solid babies. I was like,
Man,
oh, there. Is that Sarah or
that was April.
April? Okay.
I can't believe
Oh,
people
no.
really say that shit to women.
Yeah.
That is what staggers me.
Well, because I think in the '60s, '70s, I think, and well, I got married in '91, but I still was thinking that, because my ex wife was tiny. I mean, tiny. And I knew my mom would tell me, hey, Troncali babies, they're all fucking 22 inches long and they're all fucking 15 pounds. So she's looking at her
That's a
thing.
warning sign to me.
She's looking at my little tiny girlfriend going, no, no.
This ain't gonna work, John.
My mom's
Logistically,
sizing her up. Like, let me see your hips. Come here. Turn around.
Every time she stands next to your mom pulls out the ruler.
Yeah, I mean, she was 5'4" and weighed maybe 118 pounds, so she was tiny. So my mom's already thinking ahead. She's like, dude, this girl's may end up dying during birth. Oh, so maybe it's just our generation. But yeah, I thought I didn't. I mean, that's not the main reason I wanted to get married, was to ensure my generation, my name keeps going on. Of course, I'm married for love, but that's like number 2 on the list. I want to have a son. I want to have a son that keeps the name going. Never let someone tell you they don't want to be with you twice. I don't get that. I mean,
Yeah.
what
In
the
other words,
fuck
if
does
you hear
that
it
even
once,
mean?
That's just more of that, if somebody tells you something and it shows their character, believe them.
no. I mean,
yeah,
if
That's a
if they
very
tell you that
well
once, don't hang
played
around to hear it the
assessment.
second time. Is what it is.
whether it's said directly or unspoken, you'll know if someone wants to be with you because they'll be with you. See rule number 1. It says so. If you got to go back up to rule number 1, take
Believe
things
it.
take things at face value.
Yep.
So go back. Oh,
Time to walk away.
Exactly.
rejection is merely a redirection. Stop begging for love because some things really doesn't need convincing. I like that. All right,
Yep.
if it's not going to work, I mean, this is the stalker mentality. There are some guys that just don't understand no, and there are some women that don't understand no. You don't want to be with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Restraining
Yeah,
order.
Bruce. Bruce is like, you got 20 minutes. The police will be here. Get your shit.
Stalker.
You've been here 3 days. Thank you for cleaning the house.
Here's your goodie bag.
You got some Chanel in there, some nail polish.
Keep the toothbrush. Keep the toothbrush.
Lord.
Yeah.
Number 5, dating apps definitely do suck. Okay, but you still are probably going to use them anyway. So lean in, answer your Hinge messages, match messages. Be international, be brave, be yourself.
I
I
don't
can't.
know. I got like 40
Don't.
40
don't.
likes on Tinder, and I don't even know who the hell these people are because when they show up on my feed, I never match with them. So these sites are sucked.
So do you open any of them? I mean,
Well,
do you
no,
get?
because they don't show you who liked you. It just says so
Oh,
they
yeah,
just keep piling up. So I got like 40 likes, right? And then
yeah, yeah,
they give you a feed of people to look at, and you swipe left or right, swipe right. But
yeah.
any of them, apparently, I can't find any of the 40 of them because I've swiped right and left, and none of them seem to go away. The count keeps going up, doesn't go
Bruce, they
down,
don't seem to go
but I don't
away.
seem to match with any of them. So it's like I'm not sure how this works anymore.
Bruce, you are learning about the scam that is online dating and paying for premium.
Oh, I don't pay for it though.
Don't
He doesn't
They
pay.
want you to
Exactly.
pay for it. Yeah.
Don't do it.
Oh, I
Well,
wouldn't. I wouldn't pay for that.
he's like, no, I
Yeah,
ain't paying for that.
yeah.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough. Uh,
All right, who got the rose?
I found a rose and a note on my windshield at my house at 8 a.m. from a guy I said no to.
Stalker.
I mean,
Hey,
I don't know. What was the note? What did the note say? Because that's where he,
Right? I need more
is
information.
that
That is
April or
not
Sarah?
enough information.
Is that April or
yeah,
Sarah?
I
that is
don't know. It's not
that is
showing up on the thing.
that is April. That is April.
Okay.
This is on. They're on. Whoever's commenting. It's on the BS show page. So if you want to see who it is, I think the live feed should be working from my page as well. Let me make sure. But I
Up,
think
up.
Mark comment from there, so Mark was able to. Let me.
Well, I saw Mark's name, but
Yeah,
I
Mark
can't
went in
make out
through.
Sarah and
Yeah, it's
April.
working because mine just went in. So you can. Yeah, everything is working now. Everything should be working. Oh, we lost Dina. All right,
Yeah,
let's
except
talk.
for Deana,
Let's
we
talk
lost
about.
her.
Let's
Yeah,
talk about Dina now
yeah.
that she's gone.
She's from Wisconsin. Enough said.
Yeah, that's true.
Did somebody smash cake in her face?
Yeah,
No.
does her house smell like cheese? does
Probably.
she, does
Yeah.
she live near an area where
So,
everything smells like cheese?
so dating is tricky. Is that Sarah or April?
That is April. I mean, yeah, that is April.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is Sarah still on?
Sarah maybe still on.
Okay.
April. Let me see. Where are you, April?
This is
Saint.
April. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, April. If you guys want to I know a lot of people don't want to register, but you can register, and then your name will come up, and we'll
Takes
see
a
who
minute.
you
They
are.
don't track you.
They don't track you anything. All you're doing is saying you're giving StreamYard the
to
authority to show
to
your
show your
image.
name.
Yeah, to show
We
your
promise
name.
we won't leave notes and roses on your
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, I
We
won't leave
promise,
you.
April. I'll give you
Yeah,
2 roses, April.
yeah. And Kevin will throw 3, and then I'll throw you 4,
Yeah.
and you almost,
Yep.
and
Yep.
that's almost a dozen, right?
And then you got your pick.
Ah,
That's right.
that's almost a dozen. That's almost
Yep.
a dozen right there.
And then she gets a pick of 3 guys. So yeah.
We all 3 of us will take you out at the same time.
Yep.
No, you'd feel
Yeah.
special then.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Fuck.
special. That'd be a special night.
Yeah. We'll give Dino. Well, we'll get into number 6. Don't rely on texting to be your main form of communication or
Yeah.
connection. Actually, which is smart. I just can't stand this. I know we live in a world where everybody is kind of in a hurry and
Yeah.
busy.
But they're not they're not quick to give their phone number out to
I mean
get off the
that's the
texting.
thing. Like that's a hard sell too. Like
Yep.
there's definitely a point where if you try to call and it's too early, that can negatively impact what you've been doing, trying to talk to somebody and get on a date with them or go on dates with them.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
the phone. Some of them throw the number right out, and it's like then I get a little suspicious about that.
Yeah.
And then other ones are, you get 2 or 3 little text messages, and then it's like when it starts to get the one-word answers, you know it's done.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what I was gonna
Yep.
say. The one word answers or the because I used to go by the amount of time that it went, from the next text, and I figured, wait a minute, I shouldn't be doing that because hey, during work hours, or she could be driving, whatnot. So
Right.
I never really kind of paid attention to that. But yeah, when
Yep.
you start getting okay, yeah,
Yep. Sure.
Oh, that's a
sure,
definite sign.
Yep.
That's a
Yeah.
definite sign.
That's
If you
like
text
yeah.
someone,
Yep.
you text someone and it takes more than 24 hours, that's a sign too. Like
Yep.
oh,
if you're
fuck,
going a whole
dude.
work day, yeah.
You want to go out to dinner 3 days later? Yeah.
Yep.
I got a better offer, but I'll go out with you on this day now. That's how I look at it.
Well, I get the ones like you get the profile says, I'm super busy, I'm super independent, I work a lot of hours, but I'll take time for you. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work.
You're right though. I mean, it's funny. I mean, Kevin, you're right. I mean, they don't like a lot of girls don't like giving out that number out anymore, and it's just
Yeah.
funny how things have changed because, like I've talked about it before. I mean, I wasn't old enough in the '80s to do it, but I picked up on it because I seen what professionals were doing, and I used to think I can't wait to be that guy. I mean, to hand somebody a business card. because that's what it was back in the 80s. You didn't get a phone number. Everybody was just handing cards to each other, and I thought that was just the fucking coolest thing ever. Just like I can't wait to just grab my card out and just hand it to her. Like I'm a big
still a
hot
boss
shot.
move. It's still
Yeah,
a boss
it's a
move
boss
even today.
move. Yeah, I mean, number one, you're kind of it's a boss move because you're kind of proud that you have a business card. Number one, number two, you're proud of where you're working, and three, you could be, it's kind of a successful move. It's that. So I couldn't wait for that day. But then the '90s came and it wasn't a thing anymore. Oh, I missed out on the key parties. God, that would have been great. Key parties. No, they would not have been great. It says
I thought we
another
were talking
word.
about cocaine.
No, key parties. No. That's where you drop your keys in a bowl, and then at the end of the night, you put your hands in there and pick a set of keys out, and you go with the other person's wife home. Yeah, no. In other words, don't let yourself get caught in an endless talkative stage. Make plans in person and then follow through on those arrangements. And when you go on a date, be engaged. Ugh. Oops, sorry, Mike. Mike's not here. Hey, Mike, what is your thoughts, Mike?
Do you see Mike got an opinion on that? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Here's Mike's opinion. Screw her, man. If she doesn't want to be with me, she can go to hell. That's all I'm saying.
Mike. Yeah, Mike.
Oh, that's Mike's opinion. No, I'm kidding.
No, I mean when you have like a 3-week texting thing with her, give it up.
I mean, it was funny. Okay, this is the phases that I remember now. I could be wrong, but in the 70s, I was young enough. I was still young enough to kind of see what things were going on. But guys were very macho, very outspoken. They would they kind of walked up to a girl and just kind of told them what was on their mind in the 70s, and they got dates. And then the 80s, like I said, they had everybody's exchanging business cards. The 90s got a little bit weird because now it was like, here's my email address. Remember that? Here's my email address. It wasn't a phone number. It wasn't a house number or business number. It was your email. And I could not.
You know what? You're talking about like still stuff that like people that were adults doing in the 90s when you were a teenager. It was all about those AOL chat rooms.
Yeah, it was. What do you look like? I don't know. 6'4".
Age, sex, location, ASL.
Yeah. I forgot they had those chat rooms.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I got in a lot of trouble in those chat rooms, and I was married at the time. I was like, no, I'm not
That's
interested.
why you're getting in trouble.
Yeah, say no to what is this? Got to blow it up. Sensationalist. I don't know. Did I say that right? Yeah, I did. That's just wait. They just aren't worth it. A romantic or sexual relationship that is not considered to be formal or established. So that's what that word means. I guess it's a new word. situationship.
Oh, situationship.
Situationship. Yeah. That means they just aren't worth it. A romantic or sexual relationship that is not considered to be formal or established.
Oh, you mean friends with benefits?
Friends with benefits.
I think it more speaks to the people that like you're dating and you want to put a label on it, and then there's people that you're dating that are like, oh, but I don't want to put a label on it yet. I'm not ready yet.
Friends with benefits.
Yeah. I mean, there are those. I mean, like we talked about earlier, that's that guy that goes on 2 dates and it's just like the third date. He's like, hey, are we a thing? Or is this happening? Why? You're a grown man. I
have had those, where I've met the gal online. She's come over for the weekend, and it's like, oh, you're gonna get off that site now. We're exclusive, aren't we? We just spent a day together.
Oh,
really?
that word, exclusive. Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry, you'll have to leave now.
I think that's All right, don't send your hate mail to us, but I think that's more of a woman's thing, right? They're the ones that are. I mean, guys, very few guys that are
Well,
like,
it
"Hey,
wasn't me
we
doing it.
gotta yeah, we gotta label this, right?" I
Yeah.
don't think it's a guy thing where guys are like, "Hey, we need to label this." Like, I think hate me for whatever out there, internet people, but I think that's more of a female thing where it kind of
I
romanticizes.
think that all depends on timing, really, if I'm being
Yeah,
honest. Like, absolutely, I think that it tends to be women that are more early on in the relationship asking those
yeah,
questions. But
Big,
definitely
big
like
one.
6 months in, 8 months in, if the girl doesn't want to label it, that guy's starting to think that, there's something else going on. There's somebody else out there. He wants to get that locked down.
He's
yeah.
lucky guy.
I'm on. Deana said, "I'm on 4G. Don't know what happened to the internet." Deana, we need you. We need a woman's opinion. Hurry up and get
Yeah.
back here.
Gail, I
Because
think we lost April to work, and I don't know if Sarah's still out there or not.
I don't know. I don't know.
We're all alone out here. It's just us guys.
It's
I
a
know it's
sausage fest.
lonely sausage fest here.
We're gonna ruin everyone's dating experience by our
Yeah,
knowledge.
yeah.
That's all
That's
I'm
right.
saying.
That's right.
It's a good thing we
Re-
put that disclaimer up there at the beginning.
let me put it up
Yeah,
there.
right.
Let me put it up there now.
Send it to
Very-
Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, send it to Mike. Remember that everyone is doing their best, including you. Dating is hard for almost everyone. While there are definitely going to be jerks, not us, not this crew right here. We're gentlemen
Oh.
out there.
Nice
Assume
guy.
that assume that most people, us in this group, right here, are seeking a connection to be loved and to love. I had to add that part. To put yourself out there takes courage and willingness to tolerate being let down. Be kind, be direct, be honest. This goes from others to yourself as well.
Oh,
I mean,
I think
yeah,
Great Joy gets shot down all the time I'm out there. Yeah, it's like a highlight of my night. Not.
yeah. I mean, I can get another beer. That's how I
Yeah.
look at it. I mean, fuck. I'm not really trying. So and I've noticed a little bit of a different thing. I've noticed it's more them now. I'm not the one actually doing the approaching anymore. It's like
No.
I'm going to order a beer, and then all of a sudden somebody's on my shoulder.
Yep.
Hey, what you drinking, or what are you drinking tonight? Or they use my line. Oh, you smell good tonight. What are you
Yep.
wearing?
I
That's
get
my
that. Or they just squeeze right into you when you're at the bar. Like
yeah.
there's like plenty of open spaces, but nope, they're squeezing in right next to you.
Yeah. Or they do Dina's move where they just stick their ass out.
Oh yeah, I forgot about it. There's the pickup. There's the pickup. There's the hint.
Yeah, there it is. Hey, my ass is sticking out. I mean, I don't know how it is, and we talked about it earlier. Midwest, the East Coast, the West Coast, but I mean, I think it's all the same. I think it's just a different the way different smaller towns I think are more likely to be more nicer. I guess I don't know, just let you down nicer or be a little bit sweet about it. I don't know where. I think where the lady that's in New York, Chicago, San Francisco, the bigger cities, I think they get hit on so much that it's just tiresome. You know what I mean? Where the girl in the small town just thinks it's sweet. Does that sound about right, Kevin?
Yeah, I think so.
And I'm, you know, honestly, when I go to the bar, I'm not really out hunting women. I mean, I'm just going to the bar, have a drink, meet my buddies. I mean, if something happens, it happens. But I'm just, those days of being out there to be hunting, I don't play that
It,
game anymore.
it's fucking tiresome,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
It's
Hell yeah, it
tiresome.
is.
And then you don't want to be in that group of guys where that's your whole night. You know what I
no,
mean?
no,
I think you're losing focus of why you're out there in the first place, because a lot of times, 95% of the time at our age, we're out there because our buddies asked us, hey, we're out having a few drinks.
yep,
Hey, so you're out with your buddies, you're having a few drinks. If it happens, it happens. You meet somebody,
yep,
but going out there with that mindset, and I guess it does make a difference when you're in your 20s and 30s, 40s, and 50s. It makes a
yep,
difference. But the guy in his 20, yeah, I'm sure he's out there. He's going to try his hardest to pick up somebody or have some fun that night. Where for me, it's just like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, you know what? I still have my buddies. I still can get another fucking scotch and soda. I'm still in a good mood. You know, I'm not gonna
It's
fucking.
kind of entertaining to watch guys go down in flame when it's not you.
Uh, you
That
do
it
we
is.
we do that, Bruce. I know we
Yeah.
do that. Do you do that? You Kevin, you kind of sit back
Oh yeah.
sometimes when you're in
I
the bar.
sit
And
back, just watch these idiots. Just like, dude, it's not gonna happen.
My
Yeah.
my favorite is the 3 a.m., 4 a.m. desperate guy who's making the
Oh.
rounds. Those guys are my favorite.
And
That's
I get in trouble because I'm not the most in tune to some of the women hints when
yeah,
they're giving the
yeah.
hints off.
I
They
know,
just like go
Bruce.
right over my head sometimes, and I'll be sitting there like that, and the guys are going, "Dude, what? She's hitting on you? No, she's just being nice, And it's like, "Oh, dude, Then I was going
Yeah,
to say, "Yeah, she's hitting on you." Oh, really, man? I thought she was just being nice, but yeah, I'm kind of oblivious to it, really.
that's when you
So,
go up to her and say, "Is this a relationship?
are you sticking your ass out?
Are you looking for a relationship?"
So
Wow,
I probably miss a lot of clues out there just
I'm
because.
gonna do that. You know, Kevin. Next time I go out, I'm gonna go. Man, you have some great birthing hips. Jesus.
John, you and I have been out. I've had the gal sit on my lap when we're sitting
Yeah, yeah.
at the table.
And I told you to marry her.
She was she was kind of a large girl.
Yeah,
I'm
that's all right.
surprised we didn't
Hey,
collapse the chair.
yeah, that's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I mean it. Yeah, it's different when you're in your 20s. Yeah, you're in that fight,
Oh
that push to try to find somebody. You know, you're the king of the jungle. You want to get out there, and a lot of times, very seldom is that's the person that you're going to be with, and or even want to have a relationship with, because like your mom always said, the girl that you're going to marry, you're not going to find her in the bar, right? Isn't that every mom's saying?
well,
You didn't meet your wife in a bar,
no, I
Bruce.
actually met her at a party.
Hmm.
Mm,
Uh,
After she destroyed my car.
top dating trends for 2023. It says, read this first. Is dating harder in 2023? Bruce,
Yes.
Kevin,
Hell yes.
hell yeah. We're increasingly higher demands on our partners. Many people suffer from dating anxiety, which this is true, which turns romantic interactions into a stressful experience. Technology makes it even more difficult to approach people, get to know them, or in authentic ways, and use direct communication to sort through issues. And that's the big problem. I think COVID really kind of set dating back
Oh yeah.
into a whole different realm. I mean, it was just like fucking everybody's like, no, we can Skype date. Oh, could you imagine having a Zoom date? And I'm sure
There,
they
there.
happen.
I still see that out in profiles for the gals. They want to Skype or do some sort of a video chat before they actually meet.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me see what April sent me a voice. I Yeah, I can't really do that while I'm doing the show. Like, I think you just have to go up. Here, I will do a quick demonstration for you.
Oh, how to
Uh,
get her name out there?
yeah, let me do that real quick for her. And
She's got to go to your group page.
yeah, she can go to the group page, and it should be. Is it in there, guys? Do I see it? Okay,
Mm,
yeah. All right, here we go. Hold on. We're going to do this for April here. This April is a share screen, Friday Night BS show, and hit OK. And then, all right. See this? Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong thing. See this right here. And that would be at the very bottom. If you click, oh, let me close this here and close that there and close that there. April, if you go to the actual link to the show, the Facebook BS page, and scroll down to the very bottom, You'll see it right. It says it's going live using StreamYard. Before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to
To
see
see
your
your
name.
name.
And you just click on this little thingy right there, and it's pretty easy.
Yep.
And
They'll give you like
oh,
okay
she
or
meant later. That's okay. Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. Yeah, April, I'll show you that later. But yeah, that's how you do it. And you just click on that little thing right there, and then that will open up a little window, and then you can fill out the thing, and then your picture will show up and your name will show up, and we'll know who's out there. Social media made it harder to date. It did. I think a
Yep.
lot of people have lost the ability to communicate with each other, and I think and it's just and it just seems. Do you guys feel like anxiety has become like the new thing for 2020, the 2020s or 2023s or whatever you want to? It's kind of like everybody seems to have anxiety. Nothing.
Yeah, I think it's been going on longer than that though.
Yeah.
I think that's been going on since like the idea of like the Instagram family and all that stuff, and like we started playing Keeping Up with the Joneses on
Yep.
with everybody on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not only that is they're subject to so many more people on
Yeah.
social media and the profiles that they're looking for. I don't know what perfect the one percenters, and
Yeah.
it it's just like you're passing up a lot of decent people that if you had met them, you'd know that they were, but because you're just basing it off a picture and a little mini profile,
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, not even that. I think a lot of it has become just like, and it's on both sides, on males and females. Like, just the idea of social media has just given everybody these unattainable ideas of what the ideal partner is.
yep,
You know,
Exact-
everybody wants somebody that makes six figures, works
6
from
foot 4
home.
tall, yeah,
Yeah, blue
yep,
eyes, blonde hair.
yep, yep, muscle butt, beach bod,
Yeah,
suntan
yeah.
god,
You've
And I mean,
forgotten
and
a social media presence.
yep,
yeah, yeah. Well, and I
Yeah.
mean, it's for girls. You got to be skinny. You got to have, a nice face. You got to have all your makeup done. Like it's become ridiculous for both
Hey,
sides.
Kevin, I like a nice face.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
a face guy.
I like your face.
You got a nice face.
I'm gonna say it like my mother. You got a nicer face. Your nose, your nose is okay, but you got a nicer
You-
face.
Your mother was never hit you with the "Hey, I like you face."
I like
and
your face.
and some people are not photogenic. I mean, I'm one of those people,
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
right here.
yeah. I mean,
Kevin, he's
I
bad.
look
He's
better.
bad.
I look better in person, I think, than I do on a photograph. So,
The motherfucker doesn't smile. The motherfucker doesn't smile. It's
I
like
look
Bruce,
bad in photos. I
smile.
look worse in person.
I look great from far away.
Yeah.
with
You got vision issues. I'm the guy for you.
with at least 4 shots.
Yeah, 4 shots. I look like fucking Brad. I look like Brad Pitt with 4 shots of tequila in you. I'd be
At a distance.
at a distance. Will you be funny to know the number one? Number one is pretty funny. With these are the this is everything that we just said that we talked about. Number one kind of throws it in our face because they're saying open casting. Physical preferences have changed. More than 38% of the people are open to dating beyond their typical physical type. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. I need that little kid that's
I
on
call-
TikTok.
I call
Bullshit.
bullshit.
They might
Bullshit.
be willing to date those people, but they're not swiping on those people for online dating.
Yeah, it says beyond their physical type, and more than 30% no longer date the type of person their friends would expect. Daters are looking for emotional maturity over
Oh.
physical appearance. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Oh, I need to get that little kid. I need to have a little meme with that little kid that comes up on TikTok and just goes bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I call croc. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. I mean, everything. We're out there, so we know it, and this is still a thing because I see shit ton of fucking videos of guys going up to girls and asking them what they're looking for in a date, and it's always the same thing. Bruce said a few of them 6'4", and Kevin said, six, triple digit income, great job, great car, great hair.
Yep.
I mean, there's literally 1% of the population fits that chick's fucking criteria. Literally 1%. And those guys aren't dating her. They're
Nope.
nowhere near her.
No, because if they're looking for the 10 too, so
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they got
yeah.
a better chance of that 10. So then
There has been some tens that dated sevens.
I'm still
Well,
looking for the
yeah.
I'm still looking for the unicorn though.
You ain't following
Yeah,
that fucking
yeah, a little under
unicorn.
there, not the crazy, but in between the crazy and
Oh,
but
do we have that graph? Do we have the hotness crazy graph?
yeah,
Yeah,
we need to put that up there, John.
the unicorn's a
The
dude. The
unicorn, yeah,
unicorn's a
yeah, yeah,
dude.
yep. It's
Hey, that's
probably
okay in 2023.
it's probably a dude. Yeah. Or you got to trap it and donate it to
Oh,
science so they can study it.
oh no, it is not okay. Giving
I'm not saying I wouldn't scream like it was a horror movie, but still.
Oh man. Number two, expect better guardrails. This is a new word that they're using. Guardrail is a new buzzword for setting firmer boundaries. During the pandemic, people learned how to physically isolate. Of course, they did. And since returning to the office and increasing social life activities, many still feel overwhelmed. As a result, daters are implementing stronger personal boundaries to protect themselves from being hurt during a date. Okay, there's a difference.
Emotionally hurt?
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm trying to go. Are they talking emotionally, or are they talking like COVID protection boundaries? Hey, you sit on that side of the table. Don't sit on this side. What are you talking about here?
I mean, I
Guardrail.
think it's got to be emotional guardrails, because I mean everybody should be protecting themselves physically. So yeah, I got to go with
Yeah,
emotional.
yeah.
I'm just
Uh,
so sensitive now. I don't know.
yeah.
It's 2023, Bruce. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like, how's that conversation even go? Like you can't come to my
Is
house till
and
like
is
4 days.
is this a guy's perspective or a woman's
This is
perspective,
all
though?
both. This is both. This is both. Yeah,
Well, I guess it would be like the city boys.
yeah. Improve work personal life. This is a new one too. Number three, improved work personal life. Almost half of the dating response indicated a desire for a mate who personalizes their work life balance. Only 13% wish to date someone with a demanding job. More than bullshit. More than 58 of the percent of the daters actively create more space in their lives for breaks and rest. Eh,
No,
I
this is
agree with
true. This is
I agree,
true. This is
yeah
what's going on now.
I agree with the second part of that. I'm not so much the first part that only 13% wish to date someone with a demanding job. I think that's even higher than 13%. I think that's more
No,
from what.
I'll
No,
see them
that's
on the
saying
dating site, and if they're like extremely busy, demanding career, all that stuff, and it's like, no, I'm not even gonna go that route. Sorry, I don't
Go
care how
ahead,
pretty you are. You know.
go ahead, Kevin. What were you saying?
I think they're saying that 13% only want to date people with a demanding job,
Yeah, only
which means
13% wish to
yeah,
date.
yeah, I believe that, because that's a big thing that's happening now. Especially in the U.S., people are talking about the fact that people are really pushing back against what companies are asking of them and trying to set those boundaries as well. I think
Yeah,
that's a big thing in dating right now.
yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you. Wander love. Okay, whatever. More and more daters are more and more daters are open to seeking people in cities other. Oh, okay, I get it. A wanderer love. Seeking people in cities other than their own. That's not new. As remote work popularized, the freedom to work from anywhere, including signals to look for people outside their regions to date. I think that's the norm. I mean, I
Yeah.
think with the, I mean, I- the scary thing is like I was thinking about this the other day. You know, when you're at work and you're in front of your computer, you really can't be like on a dating site. I just like picturing like the dude that's at home. You know what I mean? Working from home, and he's got two laptops going. He's got fucking match.com over here going. He's got his fucking workflow over here. I could imagine that. But yeah, I mean that's not new. I mean I've been doing that. Well, it starts from high school. I was always taught never date anybody from the same school you went to. So that kind of just followed into the same, when I started dating, it was like, hey, I don't really want to date somebody from Modesto. I want to date somebody from Ceres or Turlock or Manteca or Laypreth. I didn't want to date anybody locally. So yeah, I guess that's kind of a thing.
Yeah,
But
'cause you don't want to accidentally run into them when you don't want to run into them.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Or a friend that sees you with somebody else and then
Yeah.
lets them know.
Yeah.
Not that I do that,
It's
but
a
I'm
big
just
town till it's not.
yeah.
Yeah.
The town seems to get smaller as soon as you start dating someone. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You know what I would like to see a statistic on the dating sites of where the average guy sets that mark, that range. I'm kind of curious to see what most guys go with. What do you think most guys go with, Bruce? What is
I
your head on?
I'm at 50
Yeah,
miles.
yeah, 50.
Hour drive max.
That's how fucking lazy guys are. Like I don't want to go for more than fucking an hour away to get a pizza. What would yours? You're not even signed up for any of them, are you, Kevin?
Oh, no, no, no. Mine's set at like 50.
Yours at 52, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I bet
Well,
that.
again, like I live like right outside of Chicago. I'm not dating somebody from the fucking sticks that doesn't have all their teeth.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
got that in Chicago?
Oh,
Yeah, if you
yeah.
go, yeah, if you go down south, yeah, south of wherever, south of Chicago, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, south of Chicago can get kind of.
I mean, you're back in cornfields 30 minutes south of Chicago.
Really?
Yeah.
California is just big. I mean, 50 miles, and man, you're barely getting anywhere in 50 miles.
Yeah, 50 miles. You're at Sac. You're in
Almost,
Sacramento. Yeah, almost to
almost,
Sac. 45, 49 miles.
almost to the Bay Area,
Almost to the Bay Area. You're
and almost down to Fresno.
almost to Fresno. Well,
Yeah,
Fresno's 90, so no, you'd be like Merced.
Merced. Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be right at the
Though
Merced.
you set your parameters to 50, it exceeds that.
And oh, okay.
It you may
So
set it to
I've
50,
read.
but all of a sudden you're seeing Rockland and El Dorado showing up, and then you'll see San Francisco, and then I get
Fuck that.
all the way down to Bakersfield. And I'm going, I'm set at 50 miles and 50
Hey,
miles.
Eric.
Why am I
Eric.
getting all that? You know?
Eric, Bruce is just running out of women in the 50-mile radius. So the app just said, "Fuck it, we got to go outside this little area."
I must just swiping left too much, I guess.
So you know what the
Uh,
big thing is now with online dating?
yeah,
Everybody's talking about doing international mode.
yeah, international mode.
Oh,
That's scary.
the
Yeah,
Philippine
I know.
girls get on there a lot.
Yeah, Bruce wants somebody
On
to wash his feet.
on the Tinder one, I guess. No, I don't. I mean, they're verified, but it's like I'm not going 7,957,000 miles either.
Yeah, Bruce just wants to get home from golfing and have her wash his feet and clip his nails.
I just like to just go golf every day. So good on you,
Yeah,
Bruce.
Bruce is.
I got 3
Met.
days of golfing.
Oh man, yeah, no, yeah. I, I get it. I mean, I think I would have to really be just done, like like, and that's not going to happen where I date every single person within that 50-mile radius, where I finally just, start scanning that, making it a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. But Jesus Christ, if you've gotten to international, you have given up. You have personally given up on American women, dude. You know what I'm saying? You have given up. Am I right though?
I think you are.
Well,
I think
yeah,
you
I
are.
think so. Yeah, I mean,
You,
unless you're being a passport bro and they got plans of doing that. But
oh man. Men rejecting masculine stereotypes. Men are becoming more inter. Hold on. I gotta blow it up, guys.
isn't this a new word?
No, I can't see them because I need to go get different glasses, and I bought this touchscreen thing so I can blow up the words. I screwed up, and I should have bought the 17-inch monitor and not the 15. But now I have to change the font so it's so big that it's like fucking like the chart at the fucking at the eye chart at the guy at the yeah, it says they're becoming more introspective about gender roles. 74% of the dating men admitted to examining their behavior over the last year, challenging stereotypes that suggest men should not show emotion and have become more outspoken about how they feel. Yeah, I'm going to agree with that one because I've noticed that. And even though I raised my boys to be men, they are a little bit more open about their feelings than I say I would be myself.
You got to be in this day and age. You don't have a choice anymore.
I cried while watching Lassie.
Sorry, man. I'm old school.
No, I know. I mean, I get where a girl wants that sensitive type, but it seems like that sensitive type guy is always kind of pushed to the side for the macho guy, the guy that's on the bike, the tough guy, the guy that's going to protect her, the guy that's tall, big, and muscular. Am I
Well, because
right?
that's the problem now. They want the sensitive guy. They get the sensitive guy, and then they're like, "Oh, I don't like that. No, let's
Yeah.
go back to the other thing."
He cries so much. Why is he crying?
Every sad movie we put on, he was crying before I was. It's like,
Yeah.
You got to be just emotional enough.
yeah.
Just enough. Just
Yeah.
enough. There's certain you gotta have that checkoff list. Do I cry when I watch The Notebook? Yes or no? And you gotta
The
check
answer
it.
is always no.
I've never watched The Notebook to know. So
I've never seen The Notebook either myself.
Neither have
So
I.
more open and expressing about intimacy. Dating trends from 2023 show that more daters want to explore and openly discuss their sexual desires. More than half of all daters revealed a wish to discuss sexual desires early in the relationship. Bullshit. Although responses voice their sexual openness, experts caution that saying that you want is, oh, here, I love this part. Experts caution that saying what you want doesn't mean that's what you're going to get. Keep that in mind, guys. Just because you shared that freaky deaky shit that you like doesn't mean she's going to agree to it. So
she's
don't.
probably gonna think you're a weirder
God.
pervert, and the date's over, dude.
I'm all for letting a woman like reveal their sexual desires.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that should happen first before the guy says anything.
Yeah. 30% agreed to wanting to discuss sex openly. However, they were not currently in an intimate relationship or engaged in sex and remained self-centered. Oh, whatever.
There might be a reason for that.
Sad. Yeah, there's a reason for that because you shared that you like your asshole tickled with a feather.
Yeah.
So
You like those beads, like those beads, Johnny.
no, you keep them fucking beads away from me, man. That's all I'm saying. There ain't no bead. There ain't no bead. I'll give you the sound effect for the beads. No.
No.
No. Talk finances is no longer taboo. Great, because I think that should have been done years ago. I think knowing, granted, not everybody in their 20s or their 30s are going to be financially stable or financially, have a great job, have a 740 credit score, and you have a checking account and a banking account, have credit cards. I mean, I get that, but I still think maybe I'm gonna. Do I need to put that? Yeah, I have it up already. Send your hate mail, but if you're a guy and you have worked your ass off to get to that 740 credit score, you have a great job, you got your car, you might not have a house yet, but you're established financially, and then you marry or you start dating someone that's just a wreck, you know she's got 6 credit cards maxed out. I mean, is that gonna change your is that going to change your opinion of her? Is that going to be somebody you're going to want to continue to date or even date, Kevin? Is I want to put you in that scenario. If you have all your shit together and you meet this chick and she just lets you know right off the bat her financial status, like I got fucking every 6 credit cards maxed out. I'm like 2 late payments away from having my car repossessed. All this stuff is this going to change your idea? Is that someone you're going to want to continue to date, or are you just going to end it?
I mean, you want the real honest answer?
Real
The
honest
real honest
answer.
answer?
Real
It
honest answer.
depends. It depends on my intentions for that woman. If I do not intend for them to be a long-term relationship, sure, what the fuck, who cares? But
Yeah.
to your point, if it's somebody that you're talking about, you want a real relationship with, you want this to be something, then yeah,
Yeah.
that's absolutely going to affect the way that I feel about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think guys need to realize that, and I'm not just sticking up for guys, internet that's out there that hear this at the end of the 2 weeks down the road. I'm not just trying to stick. I think, and then I'm not saying women don't work hard for what they get, but I both, it works both ways. If a woman has all
Absolutely.
her shit together, she shouldn't be dating a guy or try to make a relationship with someone that doesn't have their stuff together, because once you get married, all that shit comes together. So,
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to say that, just blow, don't be an asshole, just, hey, this isn't going to work or whatever. I'm not, I don't want to go down this road, or like Kevin's saying, if your intentions are different, this is just some one night stand or whatever, and she's cool with that, great, whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, don't be afraid to want more. And I know we always say women, don't settle. We should be the same way. And I understand why guys don't say that more to themselves. Why are only women being told not to settle? Guys should be the same way. Don't settle. If you have your shit together, don't fucking date somebody or try to have a relationship with someone that doesn't have their shit together. Right,
I mean, that's the
Bruce?
truth.
Walking that road.
I mean, I just yeah, see, it says here it says on the third of all daters indicated setting firm financial boundaries for themselves as well as potential dates, which is good. That's another thing. Don't How do I put this? Don't have a date that you're going to be paying for the next 6 fucking months on your credit card.
Or 18 years.
18. I seen this. I get it. You want to have this elaborate date, and you want to have this moment that she doesn't forget. And I get it. Maybe it's someone really important to you, and you want to make it a relationship. I think if I'm a woman and I see this guy going all this effort into trying to make this night special, and just maxing out his credit cards, I'm going to think this is someone that's not financially stable or doesn't know how to budget himself. We just had $1,100 dinner and he makes, $15 an hour. you know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, especially I think as a woman, I think they're sitting there thinking, what is this guy trying to sell me? Like
Yeah.
that, you start dating somebody like that and you realize very quickly that that's an unsustainable way to live.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Bruce, what is your date budget?
Me?
Yeah.
Depends on how much money she's got.
No, Jesus Christ. I know you're old school enough that you're paying, Bruce. So give me that number.
Usually I mean, it depends what you're trying to make the impression, or it's just a casual date.
Right?
Casual date, it's probably under $100. If it's a fancy date, it's probably a couple $100.
Couple $100. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a drink limit?
For me, yeah.
Not for
For her,
you. Oh, shut the fuck up, Bruce. For me, yeah. For her, nah.
for no.
Have another scotch and
Yeah,
soda.
yeah. Keep them coming, bartender.
What? No,
No.
bring the bottle. Give her the
Yeah, bring the
bottle. Give
bottle.
her
Bring
the
another bottle.
bottle.
Yeah.
Wait, let me check the price of that bottle of wine. Hold on.
Oh, so, different bottle, cheaper bottle.
Yeah, house wine. House wine. Get the house wine. The Gallo. What's your day budget, Kevin?
I think I'm right in line with what Bruce said. Like, if it's
Yeah.
something really casual, I'm saying like $100, and if it's
Yeah.
something I'm going all out for, a couple $100.
Yeah, a couple $100.
That's reasonable.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your drink limit?
It's right there. It's right there.
Uh,
I mean, I'm the same way. I'm going to try to find a place that's affordable, quiet. That I could at least talk to you, and I'm not taking you to Applebee's. I'm not taking you to BJ's where we can't even hear each other. I'm going to go somewhere half decent. Average $20-$25 a plate, somewhere right around there.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
that
I'm
fancy French restaurant, Jacques in the Box. But,
And
yeah.
no, yeah, Jack in the Box is quiet in there because of COVID. You can get a nice spot in the corner by the
Okay,
window.
You gotta go somewhere sit down like an Olive Garden at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, an Olive Garden.
Yeah,
When
unlimited
you hear-
breadsticks.
Yeah, when you hear your family. Yeah. Yeah, that's when you tell your dad, eat all the breadsticks you want. Eat
Like
them
you
all.
can
Right,
eat all
right.
the breadsticks and salad you can eat. Yep.
Yeah. Steak? What are you, crazy?
They
Italians
serve
don't make
steak
steak.
at yeah.
Yeah, no, I try to keep it
So
to
when they order the lobster with no price on the menu,
Yeah.
that's when you start
Yeah.
to worry.
The market price stuff, you're like, oh shit.
Shit.
Yeah, it says dates have become less elaborate, with respondents more drawn to casual dates than over-the-top fancy influencer style outings. Daters who are managing their money well will be more respected in 2023. So that's a good thing. That is a good thing, and I think that's important. I think women and guys. I think hey, if it's like we talked about, if you're going out with someone and he's trying to make this huge impression on you, and he's spending 2 weeks salary on you on a date. I don't know, man. I'd be questioning that
Well, I
guy's.
mean, going out is not cheap, and fast food is outrageous now. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I started thinking about that. I mean, Bruce and I live in a small town, and you kind of live in a small town as well,
Yeah.
right, Kevin? So I just can't
do.
imagine trying to date in this big city, and where
Yeah.
typical dinner is going to be, $250, $300 a night at just even a half decent restaurant in the
I mean,
city.
if we were to go to San Francisco or something like that, or the Bay
Yeah.
Area. I mean, yeah, you're talking about $300, $400, $500
Yeah.
thing.
Chicago's still not that bad. You can still go get a nice meal for about $200 for two people out here.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I mean here average. I think the average plate here in Modesto's, I think the high end, I think is right about 25, 28 a plate
Yeah.
per person.
No,
It's
they're pushed up to the 30s now. If you go to
are they
downtown
pushing them
to
up to?
you go to Dews or Tressetti's or any of those little higher end places now. They're
Yeah.
climbing up there.
Well, so sorry. This will make it easy for me. You guys go to a steakhouse. What's your average price for a steak?
Depends on the cut and the size.
Yeah.
Like a New York strip, like a
A New York
12-ounce
street strip's going to be like $28.
Yeah,
That's
close
small
to $30.
slice. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
small
close to 30,
slice.
$30, maybe
Yeah,
more
I mean,
if it's a la carte.
Yeah.
I mean, you go to a nice place out here, you're looking at like 110 for that.
For one steak.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah,
But
if you go to Ruth's
that's like
Chris
a high-end
Steakhouse.
restaurant.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
say.
That's what I'm saying. A steakhouse.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ruth's Chris
Ruth-
Steakhouse in San
Ruth-
Francisco. Yeah, that's going to be $100 steak.
They opened one in Turlock. It didn't survive. Nobody was
There's
gonna
no
pay
way that
kind of
would have.
money.
Yeah, Yeah, that ain't work. That ain't gonna make it.
It didn't. It shut down. It was in Turlock for briefly.
Yeah, that was stupid. I had better luck. There's a lot of cowboys in that state. They're not gonna. They're gonna go to Texas Roadhouse before they go to.
I mean, it's so bad that Happy State couldn't even survive in Modesto.
Happy State couldn't even make it. Yeah, and you know the advantage to that is, I mean, a lot of girls that I've dated or been with, they're not steak eaters. So that's kind of your safe right there. But they do
Wine
want
and
lobster.
salad. Wine and salad.
That's the other thing that it kind of blows me away. It's just like that's become like, and I get it. I mean, a lot of women don't like eating in front of other people. And there's certain things that they're not going to eat in front of you and stuff like that. And they want to have messy dishes. So yeah, Bruce, you're right. It's like a lot of times it's like, yeah, I'll have a soup and a salad. And it's just like, okay, cool. That's cool. And you're having, you know, a fucking T-bone cut steak,
baked potatoes, salad, wedge salad. Yep.
You're having to have a rack of ribs, dude, drenched in fucking barbecue sauce.
Got the bib on.
You get the garlic mashed potatoes so it can rumble around while you're walking around after dinner.
You got barbecue sauce all over your face. You're asking her how her day was.
Oh, there's April. She's legit now.
Is she in there? Yeah, April. Yeah. Here, I got clappers. I got a clapper. Hold on. Let's see here. Where is my clapper for April? It is in here somewhere. Where are you, clapper? I have this, and there it is. Yeah, baby. Yeah. We got you.
April, the drinks are what killed you on that. You had two friends that had 3 drinks each.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like pizza as a date, but people tell me that's not good. Now, you shouldn't go out and have pizza, but I enjoy pizza, and I think a date should be fun.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, pizza, as long as it's, you know, not like a Chuck E. Cheese, but, you know.
Oh, yeah. We're going to Chuck E. Cheese, baby.
Chuck E. Cheese, yeah. Well, some girls might like that because they want to play in the arcade, you know, maybe go beat the ball. Yeah.
We're gonna be reading about Bruce on one of these stories. I took my date to Chuck E. Cheese, and this is how it went.
Chuck E. Cheese, yep.
I'm gonna send a film crew.
She beat me, yeah.
I'm gonna send a film crew to follow Bruce around on his next date, and then interview her after and get her thoughts.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to kind of YouTube our golf games one of these days out there, and just because.
Let me know.
It'd be hilarious trying to do that.
I'll come out there.
Just all the shit that goes on, you know.
I have my gimbal. I have a gimbal and I'm set up to be on the road too.
I mean, I've seen some YouTube guys out there. They got this Filipino guy that's up there. He's nasty, but he's up there and he's just talking shit. Oh, yeah. And it's like, you know, we have moments like that.
Well, Deana's not here to talk about her topic, so I'll have to do it.
I know.
Let me find that article because I don't think I saved it because it was gross.
Is April saying is April saying she's a cheap date?
I'm taking a cheesy bow.
Yeah, I mean, I it's gotten to the point where. I don't know. Do you feel that 20 years ago it was easier? Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, you were married, but I mean, do you think it was easier to have just a regular date, or do you think it's more complicated today on just trying to, you know, put together a date? Because, you know, like, you know, the dinner, the movie thing, that's out. I mean, that was popular 20 years ago. Let's go see a movie. After the movie, go out to dinner, have some coffee, dessert, and, you know, if you got lucky, you got to go home with her. If you didn't, you went home by yourself. But I think nowadays it just seems like I've talked to a couple guys where it's like, yeah, we went on our first date, and before I picked her up, and she texted me everything that she was allergic to. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I said, and he said, this is not the first girl that's done this to him. You know, she need to they're like, oh, I'm allergic to this, this, and this, and this, and this. And now you have to, it seems like everybody's allergic to something nowadays. No one
Well,
had a
they're gluten, vegetarian, vegan.
yeah.
The list goes on.
Oh, I don't know if I could. I mean, nothing against vegans, but I don't know if I could. Could you date a vegan, Bruce?
No, I'm not carnivore.
Yeah. Could you, Kevin? You try to
I
make
have
it work.
I have a coworker who is a vegan, and I've been to a restaurant with him, and it is misery. It's absolute misery. So no, I would not.
Yeah, I don't think. I just, I would torture her with this. We'd go out to dinner and I would order the biggest, fattest fucking piece of cut steak that I could get. And I would tell them to bring it fucking super rare so it's still bleeding,
Oh my
just
god!
so they can see each cut.
You'd be in the doghouse. You'd be in the doghouse. I can smell it on your breath. You're not getting kissed tonight.
Yeah. What are you doing?
No, I would sit there and the brother-in-law, they were cooking. They went through the vegan kick for a while, and we'd bring some steaks down, have the steaks on the barbecue, and they put the tofu patties. Let's make sure that tofu doesn't touch my steak.
Don't touch it. Dina's having some trouble. I'm sorry,
Keep it on
Dina.
that side of the grill.
I'm telling Dina it's okay. Hold on here. It's okay.
So April's down for pizza and beers, pizzas and drinks. So she's a good girl.
I like that. I mean,
I like that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not, oh God, I'm not like gonna take it a laser tag or fucking,
Paintballing.
paintballing or,
Hell yeah.
I mean, unless that's what she wants. But
Yeah.
I almost feel like today's guys, they almost have to really kind of ask. They can't leave it up to themselves. You know what I mean? They got to ask. What do you like to eat? I mean, that's I think should be asked anyway because you don't want to waste that night. You want that night to be special. And so if she says, if you like Indian food but she doesn't, she doesn't tell you that, and you don't know that, and your first date's at an Indian restaurant, you kind of fucked up the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because that stuff's gonna sneak up on you later.
Yeah, the Indian food.
I
mean,
mean, wait a minute. Indian food's mostly finger food. That's a bad call for a first date, anyways.
Yeah. But you know what I'm getting at. I mean, guys didn't do that. I didn't do that. I didn't ask you what you like to eat or what you enjoyed to eat. We went out on a date, and it was just my job to make sure I put a pretty decent date together. And
Well, you should probably go to a spot that
expectations are
had
different then.
a variety. The restaurants I go to they had steak, chicken, salads, fish. Pasta.
Old country buffet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Bruce, God, you did, Kevin. First date at a fucking buffet. No, you have to get up and get your food on.
Take her to the Golden Corral.
and then use a coupon. Then use a coupon.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah!
Make sure I get my senior discount.
Oh my God!
Pulling out the AARP card.
I'm still going to try to get that senior. I don't care if I'm getting if I worked my way to get that senior discount. I'm going to ask for it. I don't care how I'm there. I feel that's a given, man. I mean, fuck that. I could say 15%. Hell yeah.
I see April. Girl of my soul, she hates seafood. I hate seafood too.
I hate seafood too. So, I cannot eat it. I cannot eat. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be tough. I mean, and like I said, I don't remember anybody having a fucking peanut allergy when I was in high school, and now it's peanut dust will kill someone. It's like
there
where's
was always jars of peanuts on the bar, man.
there was, yeah.
What's the steak restaurant that you go to that they have the peanuts that they serve? Did you throw them on the floor?
Oh, that's Roadhouse, right? Or no. Yeah, Roadhouse.
Yeah,
I think it's
Roadhouse. Yeah.
Yeah, Roadhouse.
Wonder how many people they've killed in that place.
Yeah. Bruce, think about this though, because I thought about this the other day about how we were all just grabbing peanuts out of bowls at bars.
Oh yeah,
like all the hands that been in that fucking thing, and no one got anything that killed them.
We drank out of the same cups and everything else back in that day,
I never drank after anyone, even my ex-wife, and it used to
Yeah.
drive her crazy. If she would take a sip out of my soda, I would not drink it. And she goes, "I'm your wife." I go, "I don't care."
It's like kissing her.
I know, but I was always that person where I was always like my dad. He never drank after anybody. It didn't matter who it was. And my dad never got sick. And that was the same way with me. I felt like that's how you started getting sick, is when you started drinking. And think
Or
about
having
it.
kids.
Yeah, I didn't drink after the kids, and all my
No,
kids are the same
having
way.
kids in the house was enough to get you sick.
Yeah, all my kids
Oh,
are the
yeah.
same way. They will not drink after their own kids. I mean, I told all my kids. I said, if you want to not get sick, you don't drink after people. If someone drinks and touches your straw with your lips, this is before even COVID. I was like, dude, don't. They put everything that was in their mouth on that straw, and now you're putting it on your mouth.
So
But yet,
did you put like a film on your lips before you kissed the wife, or what?
oh no, that was different. That was different. But that was different.
I
Oh
mean,
no.
not biologically though.
No, not biologically, but
Mentally, yeah.
yeah, mentally it made me feel okay. So here it is. I found it. I found the article. Deana, I wish you were here to do this, but hold
What
on here.
what happened? She dropped her internet?
Yeah, our internet went out. Okay, let me see if I can do this, guys.
That's
Hold
what
on.
happens when you live in Wisconsin.
Yep.
Share screen. All right. All right, share screen. Audio is on. And share. And let me get rid of this thing, the banner. And then let me go big.
Oh, the cougar. Oh, there we go.
Oh, this is terrifying. I'm already terrified.
Oh my god.
All right,
I
lovers.
didn't want to watch, John. Don't make me. Oh my.
We'll meet.
Look at that hair.
drink.
My God.
If it seems like it's going to be good, we'll go right up to my apartment.
How are you?
And we make love.
We fuck.
My name is Hattie, and I'm 83 years old. I think I know
Yeah,
more
you are.
about males' genitalia than any doctor. I may not know more than a gay man, but I do. I know. I know about guys. Yeah. Okay. Hattie, 83. Fascinating older beauty. Is seeking a steady, younger friend, lover for a shared life of adventure and passion. No pro-Trump and no players.
No players. She had to add no players.
Isn't that what she's doing? Playing?
That's what she's doing. That's what I
Well,
was
she ain't.
gonna-
She doesn't have time left to deal with players.
She doesn't. She doesn't. Yeah, she does not have time to deal with players.
Literally.
Been on Tinder for about 8 months. I like the ones with open smiles and that look healthy. See, now this guy
I
says
bet you
he's
do.
57. He's probably 26. But
What?
he purposely does that. Now this guy, he's with his mother. So I don't think that that's a good idea. Older men, a lot of their life's work has already been achieved. I love younger men because they're in the middle of an achievement, of a goal. There's the excitement of creating. I'm still creating and I'm still moving forward on my life goal, and it's exciting. Oh, look, he came up. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I love giving
He's
orgasms.
in
I love
luck.
getting- so, now I'm on a steady stream.
Is that? Did that say he loves giving orgasms?
Oh my God.
All right, I got to give her this. For 83 years old, she is very active. I mean,
Hell yeah.
I'm picturing my mom at 83, and I know my mom wasn't that healthy, but as physically moving around the way she got up on the bed and she moves around, she's pretty good shape for an 83-year-old woman. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
Definitely.
I mean, you're not going to see an 83.
I didn't mean to put it that way. I have a steady selection of young men. Okay, so my feet are in
No way.
and I lie back.
No way.
Got the incline
This
bench
provides
going.
circulation for everything, and it takes all the stress off. That's it. That's it. When I was younger, all I wanted to do is get married.
Oh, she's
and have a
fun. Yeah, she
family.
was pretty when she
My
was young.
husband and I, former husband, had a wonderful sex life. And when the children went off to college, a lot of the dynamics broke down. So we got divorced. And then he remarried. And I thought, and I'll remarry. And it didn't work that way. But I was horny. And from that point on, I was 55. And I put an ad in the paper. We didn't.
She said, well, I was horny. All right, I'm not going to watch anymore. You guys good with this story? I feel shameful for even showing it on here.
I mean, I'm not good with this story, but there it is out in the world.
That is out there. I'm wondering if her dating app has exploded after this fucking interview that she put together, man.
I certainly hope so.
I mean, I know there's guys out there that want an older woman, but I mean why would you want? Oh man, I'm gonna get so much hate for this. But I mean, if you're 26 years old, is that where you want to go down?
Grandma?
Yeah, I mean, you got your whole life ahead of you.
Great
I
grandma.
a great grandma. Fuck yeah, she's a great grandma. I mean, I would be like, okay, I'm 26 years old. I'm at the prime of my life. What kind of damage can I do to this person? You know what I'm saying? Am I going to break her? Am I going to break her hip? Is she going to have a fuck? The last thing I want to do is, and it's not a macho thing. You know, she dies. You know, that's not something you want to tell people.
Why would you
Could
brag
you
about
imagine that
doing
call?
this in your life, though?
Ugh, I don't want to. Yeah, 911. What is your emergency?
She got a heart attack.
I killed the
yeah.
grandma. I'm fucking.
Oh, she had like 6 orgasms and I killed her.
I think it was just her time.
Oh my, yeah. I mean, shit. I love that though. I was 50 and I was horny.
Oh my god. You know what though? I can joke all I want, but you know what? Good for her.
Good for her too. I mean, I honestly, I'm kind of picturing people that I know that are in their 80s, and I don't know if it's just an Italian thing, but they're pretty beat up. I mean, they're not as. I mean, I was watching the way she moved, so she didn't look like she was moving around with joint pain or nothing like that. I mean, she hopped right up on that bed. You know, how many women in their 80s are going to jump on a bed like that and spread their legs out and fucking put a laptop in front of it? None. No.
John was definitely watching her move.
Yeah, I was watching. I mean, I know. I'm picturing, like I said, I'm picturing the women that I know in my life that are in their 80s, and none of them are nowhere near what she's doing.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah. I mean, April's grossed out just by. Yeah, I'm right there with you, April. Green. Well, it's not a road I would walk.
Oh my god, two guys at 80. That's amazing. Good
Yeah.
for your mom, April.
Good for your mom, man. Fuck yeah. I mean,
she should fucking go out and get that shit.
Heck yeah. Is she? Oh wow.
Are the guys young,
John.
April?
Are the guys young? Yeah. I mean, they're not 26.
Yeah.
Is pruning her trees a euphemism for something, April?
It could be. Yeah. Jogging. Yeah.
Not that tree. Not that bush. Not that bush.
Oh, she's the pleaser.
Yeah. I mean, that's great. That's great. I mean, if you can't, I mean, there's a sexual revolution happening at the fucking senior citizen homes where they're all just transmitting sexual diseases to each other. There's an STD breakout in just about every convalescent home in fucking Florida. I mean, it's gotten so bad that they're just like, fuck it, just let them do their thing, dude.
I mean, what else are they gonna do?
Exactly. I mean, fuck you. If you can still get it up in your 80s, man, fuck. I mean,
You
why
got a
waste
bill for that, John.
I know. Why waste it? That's what I'm saying. Don't waste that. If you can still function in your 80s, and take that pill and not have a heart attack, dude. But Jesus Christ, can you imagine? I mean, it's bad enough in your 40s to have an erection over 4 hours, but can you an erection for over 4 hours for an 80-year-old guy? That's like a death sentence, dude.
Either that or he's doing pornos.
I mean, that blood needs to be in his heart, not his penis, man.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah. And he's only got a limited amount of time to make sure it gets back to his heart. Otherwise, he's gone.
I need to see the school nurse. Oh,
We make fun, but priapism's no joke.
April's got to go to therapy now.
yeah. Nah, I mean, hey,
Please don't share the stories, Ma. I need therapy.
If you can still do it, good for her, man. I mean, if she could still get a 26-year-old guy to show up and show her a good time, fucking good for her, man.
Hell yeah.
Good for her.
Hell yeah.
Good for her. I just hope not to run into her. I should have tried to look where she lives so I can avoid that area. But she won't want me, right? I'm 55. She doesn't want me.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you're not in your, you're established. You're not struggling to get there now, John.
Yeah. My goals aren't to please her.
Yeah, we're too old, John. We're not. Yeah, we're not.
Like a 26-year-old cares if he gives you an orgasm. 26-year-old doesn't care. He's just thinking about getting himself off. That's all he cares about, dude. Oh my goodness. Well, guys, this is a part of the show where I ask you if you learned anything. Kevin, did you learn anything today?
I've learned that the internet is terrible in Wisconsin, and 80-year-olds got to get it too.
Yeah, I like that. Bruce, you gonna hit her up? No, I'm kidding. No. Bruce be like, if she showed up for a date out of the blue and she had her overnight bag, Bruce would be like, no.
You're not gonna need the bag. We can still have dinner, but you won't need the bag.
I would give her the bag and tell her I would give her a participation trophy.
Participation award. Give her a sticker. Give her a good try sticker.
An attaboy.
Attaboy.
Yep. Give her the gold star. Send her on her way.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of the rules didn't. Yeah, some of them I think just go back. That's just common sense stuff, man. Share, be honest on dating. Don't. What's that saying about lying? That the more you lie, the harder it is to remember the truth. Right? Yeah. I mean,
sometimes that hole gets so big.
Yeah, she's a fucking snowball. I thought you said you lived in Wisconsin. No. Yeah, I mean, just be honest. I don't know.
And then online dating sucks. So
yeah.
But I think that's what we're stuck with. And I think it's just, honest to God, I think it's just going to get better and better. Apps, all apps eventually get better and better. I think that this is what we're seeing now. I don't think we're going to see 10, 15 years from now. I almost see the Star Trek halogen thing popping up where it's the full person in your living room, doing a 360 turn so you can see everything, and I think it is going to get to that point where it's more advanced and safer. I don't know. Don't you guys think?
You might as well get the AI sex robot.
They're fucking goggles. The goggles.
I mean, I think for as good as it gets, you're still gonna have that same problem of like online dating skews everything towards like the top 10% of like attractive people, and it doesn't matter how good the technology gets; it's always gonna skew that way.
Yeah. I would say the majority of the people don't get dates on online dating.
Right. Because everybody's looking for that top 10%.
Yeah. I think there are some successful.
Yeah,
I think there are. Yeah, I think there are some. I think there are some legitimate ones out there that are used for the proper reason to find love, like Match.com, Christian Mingles. I think there's a few of them that are out there that are really
farmer date.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think they're more designed to make sure that. Match.com has some crazy fucking numbers. I mean, they've got some legitimate relationship numbers and marriage numbers that the people that have met on. I mean, the match goes back.
I
It's one of the originals.
Some of that,
Well,
some
I
of that
mean, but
stuff
I
though
mean
has
that's
been
when
brought
you're
into
actually
question.
looking for a match to get married.
Yeah, yeah.
Some people just want to date.
Yeah, and I think that's. Do you guys think though that I think some of the people that are joining certain apps don't understand that part of that specific individual app that they're signing up for?
Yeah.
Where there
Oh,
are
yeah.
those apps that are designed for the hookup, and there are those the ones that are designed for relationship and love. And I think a lot of guys, or even some of the gals, maybe as well, just don't understand the two differences.
Well, and I think the problem with that though is that sometimes it's fluid. Like, I remember specifically, I remember a time for me where, everybody was like, "Oh, it's Tinder, it's Tinder, it's Tinder." And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden people are like, "No, no, no, if you want a relationship, it's Bumble and Tinder's just for hooking up." And
Yeah.
it's like, "Well, when did that change? Nobody told me."
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't get the newsletter. All right, guys. Hey, thanks, Deana. Sorry you couldn't make it. You got half
Yeah,
the
we missed you, Deana.
we missed that women's perspective. So
Well,
hopefully
at
she
least
gets.
April hung out there
Yeah.
with us. So
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you,
Hopefully
April.
nothing. Yeah. Hopefully nothing too bad. I hope it's no. Because a couple weeks ago on my other vape show, everybody in that area had tornado. Was it a tornado or a hurricane warning, and they lost power, and it was a mess. I ended up doing that show by myself for the first time in like 3 years. I was like, "Oh
Wow.
shit, I'm not prepared for that, dude." And I had, thank God, I had a great guest that was on with me. That was just really great guy and easy to talk to. But like, I haven't done a show by myself in a long time, so it was freaky. I couldn't go, "Hey Tim, what are your thoughts?" or "Hey Allison, what are your thoughts?" It was like first time, it's like just me. All right, guys. Hey, we are out of here. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Kevin, Deana. Thanks again. We'll get you figured out. Hopefully, nothing too major. We'll get you back. If you're still up, let me know. Send me a DM, and we'll see everybody next week. Everybody have a safe weekend. You two guys. Don't hook up with any 83-year-old ladies.
hey,
And
bacon. We got the bacon festival tomorrow.
I am going to my granddaughter's birthday tomorrow. So
Oh, it
driving
goes
to
till 8 o'clock. So it goes from 10 to 8. It's all day
Merced.
festival.
I have to drive to Merced now. They live in Merced. So
I got
yeah.
I got 2 soccer games in the morning, but Joe and I
Yeah.
will probably wander down
I
there
have
later in the
soccer
afternoon.
game and the birthday party in Merced.
I just have soccer.
All right, guys. We are out of
Night,
here. Thanks
April.
again. Good night, everybody. Thank you,
Don't work
April,
so
for
hard,
joining us.
girl. Try to get busy with dating again.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're out of here. Peace. Say goodbye. Say
Night.
goodbye.